All right, we have what is called the NY12 Brushless Nano Polisher, DEVMOTT. And I'd tell you what that looks like, but Amazon doesn't like me to talk about other brands, so you'll have to figure it out for yourself. Let's see, I can leave this here. You get a nice fiber zip-up case, and inside is, no, that's gonna fall over. You do this way? No, there's no love. Okay, fine. So we've got the tool and a number of pads in the little flexible pocket. So you've got your cordless mini polisher, your general safety instructions. Does anybody ever read those? Power tool used in care, safety rules for the battery pack. There we go. So you're looking at the operation to attach the battery pack, which is really not rocket science. There were a couple of things on it that were a little less than intuitive when I was looking at it earlier. And then it says removing and installing the counterweight, and that's for oscillation purposes. And then you got a backing plate. So it's an interesting tool. And there's your breakaway, your exploded view drawing. But you've got all of these big, enormous pads. The large versions of, like I said, I've seen for another tool, who we shall not name. And yeah, give me this. This is the extender, and this is a pad, and that is a counterweight for the oscillation purposes. So if you didn't want it to just go around and around, where's my finger? There we go. Didn't want it to just go around and around, you wanted it to oscillate, which helps to not have swirl marks on things when you're polishing. So here's the beast, and he has a Velcro pad on him, and he has, where are we? It's gonna make me look. That's your speed. That's on off. Oh, get on camera. On off speed. Oh, okay. I was like, what is this for? This is for locking the spindle here. And this is where it gets interesting. You see the counterweight here. You can use the smaller counterweight for smaller oscillations. And the batteries, it's here, which is a kind of a triangle shape. You see you've got contacts on 3 sides, and then kind of a thing on the back here for charging. Inside here, you've got, there are 3 points of contact, so your 3 charging things will go in, he says. There we go. There. So that's got that in there, and then you can see you got he's oscillating. And there you go, 6 speeds. So it's not terribly loud. And like I say, you can use the smaller oscillating or offset weight for less oscillations and for the smaller pad. So big pad, big oscillation. This is the tool that you have to use to take it loose. And first you end up having to come in here. Get on camera. You have to get in here, and where are we? Gonna make a liar out of me. There we go. You get in there on camera. You get in there and you can loosen this and take this out, but you have to hold the locking button down to be able to loosen it. You can take this out with this tool, and then you can use this tool to take the offset, the counterweight out. So it's a nice tool. It's very heavy in the sense of heavy weight. It's not particularly heavy. The battery itself, let's see, this is, there we go. It's a weird release because you're not, it feels funny to release them here. Okay, yeah, the main weight of the tool is right here in the head, which is good. That's the motor. So, and it comes with 2 batteries, and I charge them both. Get out of there. So we got here 2.5 amp hour batteries, and so it's a nice tool. It's like I say, it's got two kinds of oscillation, you know, bigger and smaller for the bigger and smaller heads, and it comes with all these different pads and things for whatever kind of polishing you might want to be doing, polishing, sanding, whatever. They're, you know, they're squishy, so use this for so he's got a, get on the camera, he's got a like a Velcro backing to go on the polisher, and then so this is foam, and then we've got some that are, if we could get in the bag, that are more like a rag, like a terry cloth, and then these are for the smaller head. So you've got big head and small head, depends on the level of detail that you want to do. And like I say, it just goes on, and then it's on there. That's the Velcro. And we'll put this back in. He said, there we go. Come on. 3 points of contact. Fortunately, it can only go in one way, but still, I thought I had this. There we go. All right. So the charging point goes up to lock it in, and then you've got the so you can, I think it's easier to see the oscillation with the pad on there. And there we go. So yeah, it's an interesting tool, and then these will come off, he says. It's not going to come off by accident. That's a pretty sturdy Velcro. So yeah, I don't think you have to worry about it spinning loose. So yeah, it's an interesting little setup. Cordless polisher, what do they call it? A brushless nano polisher. Because instead of like those big monster pads you see that people use, this is a small one for little detail work, which is pretty cool. I like it. The motor's got some oomph to it. I think it'll do pretty much whatever you need if you're in that small detail. You know, if you're looking for something to do your whole car, this is too small. You need one of those big ones that, you know, two-handed beast, or the big long monster handles. But for this guy, he will do details, smaller areas, and easier than the big guys. You can't get into small areas. This one absolutely can. Like I say, this head is about twice as big as the other head. So we get this open here. There we go. This is the other countersink. There's the other head. So you've got big head and a little head. So definitely finer detail. So yeah, it's a nice tool. It'll do really well for small areas, and even smaller. And with the extender here, you can reach past certain things to get into small spaces. So it's a nice tool. I like it. I think it'll do what you need if you're, like I said, if you're looking for small detail capability, this will do it for you. Okay, that's all.